Since the mid-1990s, huge advances in computing technology have disrupted everything from the music business to the television business and beyond. But now some are wondering whether revolutions in big data and social media are transforming the way that all businesses choose to hire employees. So is it time to rip up that resume? Tim, why don't we start with you? I think that you even have a personal story of your own where you didn't need a resume per se because it was Facebook that helped you get a job, right?
I am actually the community manager here at HuffPost Live, and I got my job based upon a Facebook post that I had put up, and one of my friends who was also working at HuffPost said, come to work at HuffPost and we'll get you there. And so I'm not going to say I think resumes are obsolete. I just think the way that we're using them is completely different now.
And what do you mean by that, in the way that we're using them?
It's more about what you're doing rather than what you have on a piece of paper. And it's all about the connections you make and that you have and the way that you're going about showing people that what you're doing is making good business sense and the connections that you have to help people make you get the opportunities to get into employers that are really what matters today.
It really comes down to how old school some of our hiring processes are. If you go to a Fortune 100 company, 500 company, they're going to want a resume. Our career centers tell you you have to have a resume. Our professors tell our college students they must have a resume. But in my case, I'm in the startup world. I haven't seen a resume in 10 years. I don't hire by resume. So it really depends on the culture you're going into, the industry you're going into, and frankly, until we get the message out that a resume is just a marketing document, then it's not going to change much. And people are still going to be required.
So you said that you haven't hired somebody in 10 years with a resume. How is it that you hire people then?
I hire people through personal connections and interactions, and can we work together to solve the problem? I don't really care what your resume says or what your GPA was or what school you went to. Do you have an entrepreneurial spirit? Do you work well, play well with others, and do you believe in our mission? And if you do, you're probably going to be a good member of the team.